Late in 2024, I made the decision to join a photographer friend of mine and actually go freelance part-time. And during that time, one camera that drove most of those projects, if not all of those projects, is the Lumix S5 IIX. And so I want to talk to you guys today about the benefits of the Lumix S5 IIX. When you are a working professional, I have 10 reasons, this is 5, but I'm holding a mic, so 10 reasons why I think the Lumix S5 IIX is the best bang for your buck value camera in 2025. And I don't want this to be a super long video, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. First thing, or the first feature I want to showcase, is the amazing autofocus. The autofocus on this camera, I've always said, is amazing. It is honestly on par with Sony or Canon as far as autofocus. It really does a great job. And when I am trying to be more run and gun, which is what I was trying to do in a lot of the different projects that I was working on, having really good phase detect autofocus with this camera is one of the biggest reasons why it was such a workhorse. Now, the second feature of the Lumix S5 IIX that made this a really good workhorse camera is the amazing IBIS. This is something that I loved about the S5 IIX, and we've come to expect it with Lumix cameras, but the IBIS is one thing that made me not have to rig up this camera all the time. Now, talking about not having to rig up your camera, the next thing is just the battery life. The fact that I don't have to rig up this camera to have amazing battery life, again, is one of those invaluable things I've come accustomed to with my podcast that I produce, just taking a single battery, especially if I know we're only filming one episode, taking a single battery and knowing that it's going to last that entire episode and I don't have to worry about it. And so it's actually made it to where I can travel with less equipment. I can just run with the battery and I know it's going to last for a very long time. Now, the next reason or feature is going to be codecs and just overall color science. This camera has a plethora of codecs, especially if you run with the S5 IIX. I have anywhere from a solid long GOP codec to all I, and if I want to use an SSD, even ProRes in the camera. And that is just something that gives me a sense of peace when I go on set with this camera, because I know that I really have a codec for whatever filming situation I'm in. The next feature is one that has saved me in multiple scenarios, and that's the fact that the Lumix S5 IIX is a low light beast. One of the projects that I worked on was I was a second photographer for a wedding, and at that wedding the reception was outside. It was very low light. There were some DJ lights, but it was very dark, and especially after people left the dance floor, it was very dark. And I was able to take this camera with a f1.2 lens and really shoot everything without any extra light. And that really just made me really nimble when it came to wanting to get the shot and not have to carry an extra light or anything like that. And so having really good low light performance with this camera, again, has been just a lifesaver in certain scenarios. Now, something that has helped on projects where I'm delivering for social media is real-time LUT. That is a feature that honestly I've come to use more and more. It really does allow for you to get really high quality footage with a really fast turnaround time. And a part of that is the next feature, which I'll mention, which is the integration with Frame.io. This is something that there's not a lot of people talking about. The integration with Frame.io on the S5 IIX really can help a lot of productions. You can easily shoot what you need to shoot, and then it gets uploaded to Frame.io, and then your editors can start editing. Now, another feature, which is more recent because it came with the latest firmware update, is multiple frame guides. Being able to have multiple frame guides, especially with OpenGate, is just phenomenal because you do have the ability to compose for multiple deliveries. Now, a smaller feature is the fact that the S5 IIX has a dual SD card slot. The media for the S5 IIX is a lot cheaper. It really helps the overall budget-friendly aspect of it. That plays a part into my last reason why I love this camera for working professionals, and that is the price. The fact that you get everything I listed, and I haven't even listed stuff like anamorphic support or, you know, some of the other features that other people lean on. The fact that you get all of these features for under $2,000. I think you can get it on sale. It might even be on sale right now for under $2,000 or right around $2,000 is crazy. And so if any of those reasons that I said, or maybe even some of the things you've seen in other videos resound with you, or are things that you're looking for in your next camera as you're shopping for a camera to have for your business, then I would definitely check out and recommend that you look into the Lumix S5 2X. And so that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do have any questions about the Lumix S5 2X, let me know in the comments below or reach out to me on Instagram and we can start a conversation there. As always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Peace.